Welcome to our garden, the International Bonsai Breeder. These are a few of the bonsai. Golden full moon maple and azalea. Let's look at a few deciduous trees. Silverberry, Valavanis. It's called silverberry because of the leaves, and underneath it's very silver. In September, it's loaded with sweet-smelling flowers. Behind is a red leaf corn bean. It's got tremendous fruit, a lot of fruit. This was a logo for the U.S. National Bonsai Exhibition last year. What's interesting with the fruit, if you notice, it's kind of pinkish here, because that's directly in the sun. But if you look on the opposite side, it's green. This happens to many species, fruit, especially when they start to ripen. It's got a very nice base. Here's the front of the Chinese quince. And if you notice, it's slightly flagging. It's almost ready for watering. We have an elm forest created about 24 years ago. Next to it is I like unusual bonsai. This happens to be a Japanese euonymus or winged spindle tree. Notice the old craggly bark. And you can't see where it was cut off. Very good taper. And all these fruit will hang down. These are pink in color. This one, very similar. It's got fruit already. Looks like bishop's hats. However, this one is orange. Orange. Bonsai takes time to create, and sometimes longer than one owner or one lifetime. This Zelkova was originally started by one of my teachers, Kyuzo Murata, in Japan. And when another one of my teachers, Lynn Perry Allstat, got it, it was about 50 years old. Now it's over 100 years old, and I've recently air-laid it, and it's going to be a new creation. It's still in training. I'm writing an article, and the article will be entitled The Second 100 Years. We just saw the red leaf Japanese hornbeam. This is a bit more common, the Japanese hornbeam. And if you notice that the fruit are pink in the sun, and out of the sun, they're green. By the end of December, they'll all turn like that. And this tree has fruit every year. We take the seeds, and one of my students has some nice, wonderful seedlings from it. This is a chrysanthemum. It's an unusual variety, and that's a section off the original, which I have on the other side. Yuji Yoshimura's father started it about 70 years ago from a cutting, and I have been dividing it. I like group plantings, especially with deciduous trees. This one is a dawn redwood, Metasequoia. The one above is in training. It was created by Yuji Yoshimura when he came up to our local Bonsai Society of Upstate New York meeting for our 20th anniversary. And at the end, he had 20 trees in it. I was very fortunate I won. As we walk up back towards the garage, the tall tree over the garage is a dwarf variety of Chinese elm. And that was a cutting from a bonsai. I don't have too many tropical bonsai. Most of my trees are outdoor winter hardy, but I do have one. And this is a Eugenia. It's dwarf brush cherry. If you notice, it's tied down. This is a 6x6 pressure treated wood, and this is a stepping stone, concrete. There's a hole in there, so you can rotate it. I had this tree, started from about 40 years ago from a cutting, and now it's starting to get flowers. I had it outside, the wind blew it over, it broke the whole top off. So I grew a new top. Then I put it here, and I tied it down, of course, because I know better. But then the post rotted, and the whole top broke off again. So that's the third top of the tree. Let's walk into the sales area. I have something else to show you. Behind you is a very large wisteria. And it's in full bloom, very aromatic, very unusual to have it bloom in June. And there's bees all around it. Heavy twisted tree. This is one of the few trees I cannot lift myself in the garden.